Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. The NBA is a pressure cooker. It's a league of high stakes, where a single decision can alter the course of a franchise for years. As we gear up for the 2025-26 season, some of the biggest names in the game are staring down a new level of scrutiny. These are the players and executives for whom the stakes couldn't be higher. Today, we'll be breaking down the 6 NBA figures under the most pressure this season and what it all means for their future. 1. Luka Dončić and Rob Pelinka, the Lakers' high-stakes gamble. Let's start in Los Angeles, where the Lakers have a roster that feels like a science experiment gone wrong. On paper, with Luka Dončić, this team should be a perennial championship contender. We're talking about a player who, in 2024, put up a mind-blowing 33.9 points, 9.8 assists, and 9.2 rebounds while shooting a career-best 38.2% from 3. His usage rate is the highest in league history. He is a one-man wrecking crew. But the Lakers aren't built for a championship run, they're built on band-aids. A disgruntled, increasingly fragile LeBron James, Austin Reeves playing for a new contract, Marcus Smart, a 31-year-old on and off defensive anchor. The most recent additions, DeAndre Ayton and Jake LaRavia, are pure wildcards. This brings us to the immense pressure on both Doncic and Lakers GM Rob Pelinka. Pelinka inexplicably let a valuable piece like Dorian Finney-Smith walk in free agency, replacing him with an unproven bench player. The team feels directionless. For Luka, this is a make-or-break year. He's already been through the emotional ringer, traded by the Mavericks and his character questioned. Now he's in the spotlight of the most famous franchise in basketball, a team that has a history of bungling the careers of its superstars. How long until he loses patience? Even with a contract extension through 2028, the threat of him demanding a trade looms large. The Rockets, Heat, and Clippers are all lurking, ready to offer him a max contract in 2 summers. Pelinka has a monumental task: convince Luka that this organization can actually win. Otherwise, he risks becoming the GM who lost the league's most transcendent talent. The clock is ticking. 2. Jon Horst, the Bucks general manager in a world of denial. Next, we have Jon Horst, the GM of the Milwaukee Bucks. Horst has the ultimate job, building a team around Giannis Antetokounmpo, one of the greatest forces the league has ever seen. But since their 2021 championship, things have gone sideways. No draft picks have panned out, and the blockbuster Damian Lillard trade was a complete disaster. Horst's recent moves have been baffling. He waived and stretched Brook Lopez's contract, the largest waive and stretch in league history, just to replace him with Miles Turner. This is a marginal upgrade at best, with adverse financial consequences. His strategy, if you can call it that, seems to be give Giannis the ball and let him do everything. That's not a championship plan. That's negligence. The result? The Bucks' payroll ranks 23rd in the league. It's almost as if Horst is sabotaging the team to force Giannis to request a trade. The team's ceiling is a first-round exit. Their floor is a full-blown meltdown. Horst has to figure out a way to turn this fatally flawed roster into a contender, or he lines be forced to trade the most valuable asset in basketball and embark on a painful rebuild. The pressure is on and the clock is ticking. 3. Trae Young, a star in limbo now. Let's talk about Trae Young. With De'Aaron Fox signing a massive new contract, all eyes are on Atlanta. The Hawks have a star point guard who is eligible for a 4-year, $229 million extension. But the team's new front office is hesitating, sending a clear message: at that price, you need us more than we need you. For all his offensive brilliance, Young's tenure in Atlanta has been marked by a lack of team success. He hasn't won a playoff series since that magical run to the conference finals in 2021. The team has gone through 3 coaches and 3 GMs, all influenced by Young's offensive greatness and defensive limitations. Now, with rising stars like Jalen Johnson and Zachary Reisaker needing touches, the Hawks are asking Young to change his game. He needs to empower his teammates in ways he hasn't before. If he's not willing to evolve, he may have to find a new home. A trade could be a fait accompli, especially if the Pelicans offer a high lottery pick in 2026. The pressure on Trae Young is to prove he can be the franchise player that leads a team to a championship or be content with a trade to a team willing to meet his contractual demands. For the entire Cleveland Cavaliers organization, finals or failure, and then there's the entire Cleveland Cavaliers organization. This is a team with a league-high payroll, nearly $20 million over the second apron. Anything short of a deep playoff run or even a finals appearance will be a catastrophic failure. Last year's humiliating 5-game playoff exit against the Pacers left more questions than answers. Can Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland coexist defensively? Will Evan Mobley become an assertive scorer? The Cavs didn't panic and they made some good moves this offseason, like swapping Isaac Okoro for Lonzo Ball, but if this expensive, top-heavy roster can't conquer a relatively weak Eastern Conference, major changes are inevitable. With their financial situation, they can't afford to fail. The pressure is on every player, coach, and executive to deliver a championship. 5. Bradley Beal, the ultimate redemption arc? Finally, we have Bradley Beal. He may not be facing financial pressure. The Suns still owe him nearly $100 million over the next 5 years. But he is facing immense pressure to save his reputation. After 2 disappointing seasons in Phoenix, he's now a key piece on the Clippers, a team with finals or bust expectations. On a team with James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, and Ivica Zubac, Beal won't be the primary scorer. He'll be asked to take a backseat and focus on defense, a tricky balance for someone who has always been catered to. If Beal can accept this new role, become an efficient double-digit scorer, and contribute to a deep playoff run, he'll prove he's more than just a big contract. He'll save his reputation and prove he belongs among the league's elite. So there you have it, 6 figures entering the 2025-26 season with the weight of the world on their shoulders. From Luka Dončic's looming ultimatum to Jon Horst's strategic blunders, the pressure is real and the stakes are higher than ever. Who do you think is under the most pressure this season? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth NBA analysis.